Big question is this as personal trainers, it's how? How could you create six figures as a personal trainer? Hey, my name is Joel Levia, and welcome to this episode of Joel Levia Unplugged. And we will be dealing with how you could create multiple or even just six figures as a fitness professional within 12 months or less. I'll try to keep it straight to the point. There's a lot of moving parts to this. However, I'll give you the 3,000, I shouldn't say 3,000, let's say the 40,000 feet view so you can see it from a big picture. Versus if you're down underground, there is a lot that you may not be able to see. So I want to give you the blanket view so you can be able to envision it, see it, and able to do it as well. That's the whole name of the game, the whole cusp of this is to show you that it is possible as a fitness professional for you to make six figures in your fitness business. Tell me if this ring a bell, right? For the ones who work at a big box gym, I don't want to call any names, but you know who they are. When you get hired as a fitness professional, they sell you the lie, hey, if you work hard at it, you could make $100,000. Come on. Raise your hand if you heard that spiel in an interview. Yeah. And when you get in, you got to realize you have to work your butt off, no social time, working from 5 to 11 in the night, and still you may not crack that 100,000. You won't have a family, no loved ones to support you. You may even get sick and your body may break down. That happened to me. So I could tell you I've been there, done that. I even have worked the 5 to 11 and made 100,000, but you don't have to do that. The key thing about money, it's a numbers thing. It's just all about numbers because it's money. It's a numbers game. How much people you need to see to sell, and how much of those people you sell, how much money would you charge for your service? For how long? This is all a numbers game in this whole thing of making $100,000 or even more. So I'll just get down to the cusp of it. It is a numbers game. First and foremost, you have to ask yourself how much money you want to make within the year. Is it 100,000, 125,000, 150,000? You want to put an extra 30% to pay Uncle Sam the taxes. How much money do you want to make? When you're clear with that number, then you have to dissect it. Question you're asking yourself is how much hours per week you want to work. Now you have that number. Question now we're asking how much clients do you want to service? Yeah. So now you'll have to work that backwards. And as I said, it is a numbers game. You'll be clear in your mind when you understand how much you want, how much clients you could serve, how much, depending on how much days of the week you want to work. Now you dissect that information and I'll show you how that really works. It's very, very, very simple. So you ask yourself, how much clients do I need to make the money I want? Because the need is the clients, because you know when they buy, you'll get exactly what you need and want, which is a surplus of mucho dineros, money, dollars, euros, pounds, you know what I'm talking about. So how much clients do you need to make the money you want? When you're clear with that, we move on. For example, let's just put a scenario out. Let's say you want $150,000 within 1 year. I know in your mind you might say it's impossible, but it is possible for the ones who believe it is possible. First, deal with your mindset. What is driving you to make that money? Why you want to make that money? You have to have some kind of driving force behind you to push you forward, because if not, you'll stall like a plane banking too high. You will stall and you will fall and crash and burn. To have that driving force, what it is it a loved one you want to take care of? Is it yourself? You want to prove a point to yourself, to your family, to your neighborhood, to your colleagues, to your peers? What is that driving force? Map it out. And when you map that out, now you have something. You have that thing, that driving juice, that spark in you to go towards making that, whatever it is, 100, 200, 300,000 or more. When you have that driving force, let's say for now that driving force is it's your kid, and you want to make 150,000 to be able to provide for yourself and your loved one, pay the bills in this crazy time. It's clear. Now, let's talk about the numbers game, because as I said, it is a numbers game. So let's just say you said to yourself, okay, I want to make 150,000 for the year. Okay? You have never made it in your life. You have never achieved 150,000. You thought it was impossible, but now you believe you can do it. And you're driving towards that number. That's what you're posting on your fridge, in front of your bed, in the bathroom, even in your car. You're sticking it everywhere you can see it. That's your driving force. Now, you say, okay, for the entire year, all I want to do on train is 35 people. That's doable. Let's just say we're breaking it down again. In that 35 people, let's say, okay, you know what? Yeah, let's say 35 people or 36 people, and let's break that down. Let's say you may train 15 to 16 people for every 6 months to achieve their goal. Is that doable? Yeah, it's doable. It is doable. Could you see yourself training 15 people? I know you most likely have trained 15 people in your life. Or you could see yourself training 15 people right now. So we divide that 35 people by 150,000. What do we get? What do we get? We get $4,285. That's what they'll have to pay for the entire year. For the entire year. Could you see that is now doable? Okay, let's break it down a little more. Let's break that down a little more. Let's divide it by 12. Right? Let's divide that by 12. Divide by 12. All the people will be paying you every single month, if you break it down per month, is $357.14. That's all the people have to pay you every single month. And you will make $150,000. Okay, let's break it down. Let's break it down a little different now. Let's break it down a little different. Let's say it's approximately 16 people, right? So we have 2,000. Let's say we divide it by, let's say, $4,285. I'm just making sure we had the numbers here, and 71 cents, and they break that down by 6 months. That's $2,142. Let's break that down again by 2. So that's every 3 months. 1,100. So let's say every 3 months, for just 3 months of workout with you, you're charging 1,000. This is doable, guys. This is doable. This is doable. That's if you're training all 35. If you only training 15 or so, you're charging them 2,000. Is that doable? Yes, it is. Because the same big box is charging that and more. And what you're getting out of it is pennies on the dollar. They're raping you, taking advantage of you, taking advantage of your skill set, and taking even more than half in many situations, more than half. So you see, it's very easy to make 100 plus per year as a personal trainer. I did it many times over, and you could do it. You might be saying, oh, Joel, it's because you live in a big city like New York City. There's so much people looking to transform their body. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But you could be living in Timbuktu, behind God's back, somewhere in the bushes, and I could guarantee you could do the same thing. Your mindset have to be right. You have to have that driving force, and you will find the clients. There's many people in many neighbors in many parts of the world is looking to do that one thing. Get healthier, get fitter, lose weight, gain weight. Come on. It's easy. Just put your mind in that space. Make your mind right. Take all those head trash from your head. Believe in yourself. Surround yourself with other people like-minded like you. And that's it. People to encourage you. And I know you could do it. So this year is your year. You still have time in the year to crush it and make it. So what are you going to do with this information? Are you planning to make 100,000 within the next 6 to 12 months? If so, and you're in it, I would like to hear your feedbacks. I would like to hear if you have any questions or comments or concern about this. I could always be reached. I'll have my actual social media handle in, so you could DM me, ask me any questions. I'll put my email as well. Reach out to me. I would like to hear from you. And as always, peace and success in your business.